Hello, all my little ghosts and goblins, and welcome to this ghoulish edition of It's About You, a special program about the activities, events, and classes of the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. Well, as you can tell from the clever design work of the WCTV crew, we'll be talking about the different Halloween special events offered by the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. From pumpkin painting to a cupcake walk, costume contests to balloon drops, to a 20-year traditional haunted hayride, Williamson County Parks and Recreation offers a variety of spectacular events to help you and your family celebrate this most haunted holiday. Joining me today is Assistant Programming Administrator Tricia Bilbrey. She's here to talk about Spookfest at the Longview Recreation Center at Spring Hill, Halloween Blowout at the Fairview Recreation Complex, and the 20th annual Haunted Trails of Horror at the Franklin Recreation Complex. Tricia, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Carrie.
It's always a pleasure to have you here, and we have so many great special events to talk about today. Let's start off with our youngest Halloween special event.
Yes.
That would be Spookfest at the Longview Recreation Center. This event started in 2008 after we opened the Longview Center, so they are actually in their 5th year for this event. Spookfest, though, is just one of those great family-friendly special events where people can celebrate the Halloween holiday. It is a wonderful evening for children ages 12 and younger and their families.
Yes.
Parents are required to attend this event. But we have some great costume contests that we do for this event with prizes for the most original, scariest, and funniest costume. We have pumpkin painting. They do door-to-door trick-or-treating throughout the rec center. There's a cupcake walk, and I actually said it right that time. There's carnival games in the gym, and then a great big balloon drop at the end of the night. Really a fun event for the whole family, as well as for our staff.
It is, yes.
I love the friendly competition that is fostered through Spookfest when our staff do all their door decorating.
They do.
There are some amazing, talented minds at the Longview Rec Center, and they come up with some amazing themes for their door-to-door trick-or-treating.
They do. It's amazing what they can come up with and how they go about decorating the doors and the themes they come up with. I'm just blown away by it all. It's just amazing, and the kids and the families and everything, they just absolutely love it. It's just unreal. It's spectacular.
It's a fun night for everybody, like I said, for the public as well as for our staff. I know I always email the public information assistant in Spring Hill, like the Monday after Spookfest, like, I want to see all the door pictures. Can't wait to see what they've come up with again this year. It's part of what makes that event so fun. But tell us about Spookfest this year. Tell us when it's going to be and the details for the event.
Okay. Spookfest actually is going to take place Saturday, October 20th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. and that's at the Longview Recreation Complex out in Spring Hill. The cost is $5 per person, and parents are admitted free.
So I love the fact that we're able to do this, one, for a low cost, it's just
Yes.
$5 per child, but two, that we're giving the parents a deal.
Absolutely.
You know, usually it's always children are free. No. This time around, it's mom and dad's turn.
Yes.
Parents are free.
Yes.
But of course we do also offer them that because we do require them to attend the event with their families. You know what else I learned, as this will be Ramsey's first true Halloween. You know, she was only like not even 3 months old last October, so this is her first real Halloween, and we have the special Halloween outfit this year. And I love the fact that this is an event where children get to wear that Halloween costume, because as we have been looking for things for her to wear for Halloween, you know, it's about the same I would spend on a normal outfit that she would wear all fall or all winter. And so as many extra wears as you can get out of that Halloween outfit, the better.
Exactly.
And this is another time for the kids to get to do this. Kids love their Halloween costumes.
They do. Kids absolutely love to dress up for Halloween and put on that costume and wear that. And I just think it's so neat to see all the different kinds of costumes that the kids wear and things like that to the events. And I really absolutely love to see the most creative costumes where the parents and the kids get involved and actually make their own costume. I am blown away by some of the costumes I've seen over the years, and the creativeness. It's just unreal.
And that is a good point. Kids are not the only ones who can come in costume.
Oh,
Mom
no.
and Dad can as well. And you're right, we have seen some really ingenious and creative costumes that the whole family has put together, where they've done like whole themes for the family, and everyone's costume plays into that, or costumes where they've even gotten to design their own separate pieces, or where kids get to come up with who and what they want to be and how they want to make that happen.
And even if they don't create their own costume, just seeing the kids dressed up in whatever costume that if they want to be a princess this year, if they want to be a dinosaur or whatever, just seeing the kids dressed up in their costume is just the cutest thing.
Because they own it. I'm here to tell you, they own it. Yeah, it's a lovely, fun event. Again, that's coming up on Saturday, October the 20th at the Longview Rec Center. Cost is $5 per person. That, again, is just for the children. Parents are admitted for free. Space is limited for this event, though, and registration is required. Registration is currently underway. Reservations will be accepted on a first-come, first-served basis until the program is full. Payment must be made within 5 days of your registration in order to secure your reservation. And to register, you can contact the Longview Recreation Center at 302-0971. You can speak with a receptionist at extension 10. Please note, though, that voicemail will not be accepted as a form of registration. You must speak directly to an employee or staff. And then, Trish, we also want to talk about our sponsors for this event. With every special event that we have, there are a number of great community supporters that come on board and help us make this event possible for the public. I know we always talk about this every time we have a special event, but sponsorships really are the key for us in being able to offer these programs to the community. We have a wonderful group of local supporters and community businesses that have come up to help us with Spook Fest again this year. And I love that several of these sponsors were sponsors of Spook Fest last year, as well as sponsors of a lot of our special events that we offer in Spring Hill in the south end of Williamson County. Without their help, without their support, again, these events are not possible. So our sincere appreciation and gratitude goes out to these businesses for their continued support of our parks and recreation activities. And Tricia, why don't you go ahead and tell us who the sponsors for Spook Fest are this year?
Yeah, special thanks to Sports Clips, the Children's Academy, Gigi's Cupcakes, Sonic, Riverbend Nurseries, McDonald's of Spring Hill, and the Print Authority.
Wonderful businesses all to work with, and again, we do appreciate your support. Now, Spook Fest is not the only event that you have coming up on October 20th. Halloween events prevail the calendar that day. That same evening, we'll also be offering our 14th annual Halloween blowout at the Fairview Recreation Complex. And Tricia, if I'm not mistaken, this is an event that you started when you were the recreation programmer at the Fairview facility, not meaning to date you in any way, but this kind of started with you, so I think you're a great person to tell us about this. I know Halloween Blowout has become a seasonal favorite event for the residents in Fairview. So tell us a little bit about this event and what people can look forward to this coming year.
This is a great Halloween event. Like you said, it started 14 years ago at the recreation complex out there in Fairview, and it has changed a lot since I started it back then. And
like all good things, it has grown with its audience. It's all about adaptation and making it what the people want it to be, so that they can have the most fun.
When I started it 14 years ago, I think I had maybe 40 to 50 people who came out, and now there's probably about 200 who come to this event, and it is just loads of fun. People absolutely enjoy it. It is for kids 12 and younger. There's going to be several carnival games located in the gym for kids to play and things like that. There's going to be a Scariest Scream contest for kids with prizes awarded first, second, and third place for those. There's going to be
I can imagine that's a pretty easy contest for
some kids. Yeah, you just wouldn't believe some of the kids and how they scream, and little ones, and you're like, how did that come out of you? But
you're like, oh no, but yes, good scary scream, but oh no.
Yes. And then there's a fortune teller. There's going to be a costume contest for the funniest, scariest, and most original costumes. And then, of course, at the end of the evening, there's a huge balloon drop where 2,000 or more balloons will come down and have coupons and candy and things like that in it for the kids to enjoy. So it is just loads of fun. I mean,
a great night for
yes.
the whole family. Again, it's a very family-friendly event, and in past years, you know, having seen some of the pictures from this event, there's one picture in general that always sticks out in my mind as the quintessential Halloween blowout picture. And it's a little girl, she's dressed up as a witch, her face is painted green, her hands are painted green. And it's at the end of the night at the balloon drop, and she's got this balloon, she has a red balloon, and she's just squeezing it so hard trying to get it to pop. But you can see all these people behind her, and balloons are in the process of falling from the sky or being kicked back up by little feet, you know, running around the gym, trying to gather them all up. And it's just the cutest picture. And you can just tell that it's just the best look on this little girl's face. This is the funnest thing she's done all day.
Yes.
And she's having the time of her life. So some of this is similar to Spookfest.
It is.
Kind of a lot of the same things going on with this event. But most importantly, another great fun family event. A few things that are a little different. Concessions are available for sale at Halloween Blowout. So they have that added component to it as well. But again, it also is going to be held on Saturday, October the 20th. It is from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the Fairview Recreation Complex. Cost is also $5 per child. Again, parents are required to attend and are admitted free. And you can also buy extra carnival tickets for Halloween Blowout. The contests are at 7 and 7:30. You've got your Scariest Scream contest at 7, and then you have the costume contest at 7:30. But if parents like, they can purchase additional carnival tickets for $2, and so they can play additional carnival games before and after the contest.
Yes, that is correct. So if they're interested in playing more games and having more fun and things like that, and they definitely can purchase those. I think they get 10 for $2. So
wow, another great value. Yep, another great value. Lots of fun again. And again, with this event, registration is required. With a lot of our events, registration is more for our internal purposes, so we kind of know what to prepare for, or we know that we're not going to run out of supplies and things like that. But again, space is limited. Reservations are required. They, again, are accepted on a first-come, first-served basis until the program is full. Payment for Halloween Blowout, though, is required by Friday, October the 19th. To register, you can call the Fairview Complex at 799-9331. And we need to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll wrap up with some additional details about Halloween Blowout, and then we will launch into our discussion about the 20th annual Haunted Trails of Horror. Y'all stay tuned as we talk about more Halloween special events with the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department.
In uncertain times, what can you be sure about? The sun rises in the east. What goes up must come down. Night follows day. Well, here's something else. When it comes to dealing with debt collectors, federal law gives you rights. For example, debt collectors can't call before 8 in the morning nor after 9 at night. Can't curse or insult you. Can't demand that you pay more than you owe. Can't lie about anything. They can't say that papers they send you are legal forms if they're not. Nor can they make up consequences for not paying your debt. And they can't call you at work if your employer doesn't allow it. You also have the right to stop debt collectors from calling you. How do you do that? You have to notify them in writing. Sending them a letter should stop the phone calls, but of course, it doesn't wipe out your debt. There's helpful information about dealing with debt at ftc.gov/moneymatters, a website from the Federal Trade Commission. It explains the rules of behavior for debt collectors. Take a look. There are some that may surprise you. If your debts have gone into collection, remember that you have rights. Asserting your rights doesn't make your debt go away, but it does give you a voice. The more you know about how to manage your debt and deal with debt collectors, the better off you can be. After all, money matters. If you think that a debt collector has violated the law, report it. File your complaint with the Federal Trade Commission at ftc.gov/complaint. Your complaint gives law enforcement a lead to follow up on and may stop it from happening to someone else. The Federal Trade Commission is the nation's consumer protection agency. For more tips on credit and debt, visit ftc.gov/moneymatters or 1-877-FTC-HELP. 1-877-382-4357.
Welcome back to our spooktacular edition of It's About You. We're talking today about Halloween special events with the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. And before we left for our break, we were talking about the 14th annual Halloween blowout at the Fairview Recreation Complex. That is coming up on Saturday, October the 20th. Again, it is from 6 to 8:30 p.m. It is $5 per child. Parents are required to attend but are admitted for free. And when we left off, we were getting ready to talk about our sponsors. I know we've already given our big push for sponsors today already. But again, our thanks always goes out to the great community support that we get for all of our special events. Fairview Blowout is by no means an exception to that. We've had, I want to say, a record number of sponsors come and support us for the Halloween Blowout this year.
We have this year. We have more sponsors than we ever have had for this event, so that is just amazing. So,
and we do want to thank them all for their support. And I printed off the latest version of the flyer because I did not want to leave anybody out, because all of their support is so important and greatly appreciated. So with our latest edition of sponsors for Halloween Blowout, we would like to thank Fifth Third Bank, Sonic, Nash Eye Care, Detour Sports and Grill, Brilliant Sky Toys and Games, Great Clips, O'Reilly's, Resurrected Closet, Food Saver, Snappy's Pizza, the Farm Co-op, Tropical Tanning Salon, and McDonald's. For all of your support, again, we are extremely thankful and grateful. And in finishing that up, we will move on to our highlight Halloween event, the long-standing Haunted Trails of Horror. And I cannot believe that I am going to say this, but this is the 20th year for Haunted Trails. For right at 2 decades, this has become a Halloween tradition for many families in Williamson County, as well as other surrounding areas. I know over that time this event has changed a lot. Similar to your experiences with Halloween Blowout, it has grown exponentially over the years, and really is just a wonderful event. Tell us a little bit about Haunted Trails, because even though this event's been around for so long, there are always people coming to it for the first time. People that have just recently moved to the area, people maybe who just have kids that they want to start bringing to the event. So kind of run us through the setup for Haunted Trails.
Haunted Trails is, it's a haunted hayride where people will come out to the event, purchase tickets. They can purchase glow-in-the-dark necklaces if they want to. Concessions, we do have concessions there, and they can purchase those as well. And then they load onto the hay wagons, and we drive them around the trail behind the recreation complex. And as they're going along, there's different kinds of scenes, Halloween scenes and stuff, that the Franklin High School Drama Club actually acts out all the skits and different kind of scenes along the trail. So it's just full of fun. Some of the scenes are a little bit scarier than others, and some of them are funny, and just all of it's kind of based around Halloween. So it is a lot of fun, and it takes probably about 15 minutes to complete the trail. And then if they want to, there's a DJ and stuff where people can dance and dance to the Monster Mash and things like that, and just hang out for the evening. And it's a great, great, fun family event for all.
Right. And this is this is geared towards being a family event.
It is.
But there is some suspense involved in it. I mean, this is not your traditional, well, I don't want to say traditional. This is not that gorish haunted house or haunted woods where, you know, even a grown adult like myself would be scared senseless. And those things are great. There are people that love those things. This is a little bit more geared down.
Yes.
It is meant to be family friendly, but at the same time, it's also, it's suspenseful.
It is.
That would be a good word for it.
Right.
You know,
when the gorilla comes out of the woods, you're going to get a little scared.
There might be a little start, a little fright, you know, but it's not meant to really truly scare someone.
That is correct.
Ultimately. But it is a great atmosphere. Haunted Trails always has a wonderful atmosphere around it. It's our only full outdoor event that we do around Halloween. The others are all based, you know, inside buildings. But this is an all outdoor themed event, so you get that kind of cool, crisp fall night. You know, when people arrive, we have everything kind of set up in the roundabout out front at the Franklin Rec Center. That's where you come to purchase your admission tickets for the hayride. That's where our DJ's set up. That's where the concessions are, where you can get your glow-in-the-dark necklaces and all that kind of fun stuff. And that's where the line starts for the trailers to get onto the hayride. And I think people just love hanging out up there for a little while. Yeah. The DJ always makes it fun. We have a wonderful DJ, Lewis Lee, who works with the department throughout the year with several of our special events. He takes his involvement in Haunted Trails above and beyond.
Yes, he does.
He has a fully decorated booth. He comes in costume every year. I'm just usually excited to see what Lewis is going to show up wearing for Haunted Trails. And he loves being a part of this event. He does some great games with the kids. He plays all those great Halloween songs, like you said, the Monster Mash and Thriller and all kinds of stuff that are fun. He gives candy away. The kids love him. He's having a great time himself. And then, you know, as people kind of funnel through the DJ and funnel through the concession area, and they get their tickets and they get in line to wait for their next hayride. Again, people just are hanging out, having fun. The kids are running around playing. Lots of them, again, are in Halloween costumes.
They are.
Just another opportunity to get another wear. And having a lot of fun. Talking a little bit about the hayride, though. How many trailers do we? We have multiple trailers that we do. But around, how is it? 7?
We have 6. 6 trailers total.
They sit anywhere from 12 to 14 people.
They do.
So a good amount of people can get on a ride at one time, and groups are encouraged to attend. You know, church groups or families from neighborhoods and communities that all want to come out together. You know, we can accommodate.
Ride as a group, we accommodate those.
We can accommodate groups on hay rides and things like that. And also, all of our trailers are handicap accessible.
They are.
So this is a community event for everyone.
Everyone, absolutely.
Lots and lots of fun. Let's talk a little bit, though, about some of the characters and the scenes. This being our 20th year, we're kind of doing a best of the best this year.
We are.
We're bringing back a collaboration of scenes from multiple years and kind of offering the best of Haunted Trails. And I by no means want you to give away any secrets, but give us just a little insight into maybe some of the scenes. I know you talked earlier about how some of them are scarier than others. Some are kind of lighthearted and funny. You know, some are just really kind of cute. Some are based off of popular culture. Some are based off of Halloween traditions like Dracula or Frankenstein. But just give us a couple of teasers for the 2012
without giving
edition.
it away, we have lots of different kinds of scenes, you know, along the trail, and one of the most popular is our zombie scenes. We got lots of zombies this year, and they're going to be doing different kinds of skits in these scenes. We're bringing back Jurassic Park. That's something we've done several years ago, and we're going to actually bring that back. We're going to bring back Carrie. We definitely have the gorilla and Jason. And we've also added a lot of some new stuff too. So I don't want to give everything away, but it's going to be exciting, and it's well worth your time to come out and see.
We do build this as a family event, and our scenes are set up that way. It's something that Mom and Dad's going to recognize. It's something the kids are going to recognize. A little bit of something for everybody. Yes. And if you need some help with Carrie, you just let me know. No, I know Carrie is has been the years you have done it, that's usually one of the characters that the students from Franklin High School line up for.
They do.
Now, for several years, the drama club from Franklin High School has helped us out being the characters in all of our sets that are set up around the trail, and they love this.
This
is a big deal for them. They get really excited. They bring a lot of emotion to this, and they put a lot of themselves into these characters.
Right. They spend a lot of time practicing their scenes. You know, whoever's in the scene with them, they just take time out and practice and do a really good job at acting these scenes out. And you're going, wow, that's really good.
That's great. Yeah. I love it. And another thing I do like to point out, because I've had parents ask me in the past, you know, do characters touch you? Like, how far do they take it? And I'm always quick to tell them, no, they don't.
They don't.
Depending on the scene, you know, a character might walk along with the trailer for a little bit. Again, that's part of making the scene suspenseful.
Exactly.
But we're not truly trying to intimidate or scare anyone, so they're not going to reach out and touch you or anything that's evasive.
Right, exactly.
Because again, it is a family-friendly event. People always want to know how scary it is. And, you know, I always tell them, you need to know your child's own spook factor.
Exactly.
If your child startles easily, or, you know, just can get, it's just scared of the dark in general, maybe this isn't the right event for them, or maybe they just want to stay up front and dance to the DJ and hang out, you know. And then, you know, there's always those teens on the trailers that are like, was that it? That's not scary. You know, so you kind of have to know I'll be the first to admit, every year there's something on haunted trails that catches me off guard. I have a startle every year. I've been riding a trailer for almost 10 years now, and there's something that gets me every year. You know, but that's why. It's supposed to. It's meant to be suspenseful. But again, parents need to know their own child's spook factor.
Absolutely.
It is a family-friendly event, but it's also a Halloween event. So you just kind of have to gauge it for yourself. Haunted Trails is coming up, though. It's Wednesday, October 24th and Thursday, October 25th. It's 6:30 to 9 p.m. each night at the Franklin Recreation Complex. Cost for the hayride is $5 per person. Children ages 3 and younger are admitted for free. And we also need to point out that the activities in the front, the DJ, all that's free. For anyone to come and enjoy. Two special things, though, that we want to talk about real quick, and we do need to highlight these quickly because we are running out of time, are parking for this event and the wait time.
Yes.
Now, parking for this event, I kind of base this as similar to our Easter egg hunts.
Absolutely.
A lot of people come out for haunted trails, and in doing so, you need to allow a little bit of extra time for parking. We will have parking attendants working the event, helping to direct traffic in the parking lot, but you need to plan for a little stop and go as you come in. It takes a little time to get parked and then get from your vehicle to the front of the building where you purchase your tickets and where the activities actually start. And then again, we talked about it earlier, there is usually a little bit of a wait to get onto a trailer, but we try to make that wait as much fun as possible.
We do.
And hope that people have fun with the other events associated, or the other aspects associated with the event while they wait for their hayride. All right, last thing with Haunted Trails, we want to thank our great community sponsors for this event. Tricia, I'll let you highlight those this year.
Okay, we want to thank Able Youth, Southern Athletic Fields, Maury Fence Company, R&D Supply, Williams Medical Supply, Carbine Associates, C&I Design, Reynolds Electrical, Co-op, Sonic, Science First, The Print Authority, and Little Caesars, and Trimac.
Awesome. Again, thank you all for your support of this event. Tricia, I wish you the best of luck with all of your Halloween events this year. Again, we have Spook Fest at the Longview Recreation Center and Halloween Blowout at the Fairview Recreation Complex on Saturday, October 20th. And then we have the 20th Annual Haunted Trails of Horror on Wednesday, October 24th and Thursday, October 25th at the Franklin Rec Center. You can find more information about these events by visiting our website at www.wcparksandrec.com. Thanks for watching today's show. We'll see you next time. And until then, remember, Williamson County, it's all about you.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
he did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.